Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call the Wild, and today we're going to be continuing our Great One grind. But first, I saw this nice level 4 elk, so I figured we'd take this guy out first. See if we can get him to stop moving. There we go. That should be enough to take him down. Hopefully, at least. Oh yeah, that is some good looking blood right there. So it should not have ran too far. And there he is. Did not run far at all. Let's get a good look at this guy. This is a really nice looking elk. 305.50. We got right lung and then liver stomach on the second shot. That's a solid bull elk though. Very solid looking elk. Now, something that I've noticed recently is that there's a lot of deer that don't get to their zones until really late. That being like 14:30, 15:30. A lot of them get to their zone like shortly before they're about to leave their zone. And I had seen quite a few people talking about this recently in the last couple weeks, and well, it appears it's the same for me. So there's definitely something with the whitetail that's causing them to get to their zones really late. And the way I see it, I think most likely it's just because their feeding and resting zones are far away. Like, I don't have any to really go off of right here because I don't hunt the resting and feeding zones much, but the best way that I can explain it is that, let's say there's a whitetail feeding zone that's right here, and then their drink zone is clear over here. It would take them quite a while to walk that distance, so I feel like that might be the reason why some herds get there really late. Now, that's not 100% sure, but I'd say it's very likely that that is at least part of the cause. So we did just get a mating call from whitetail deer. I actually don't know if there's a zone over there, so they might actually be in the process of moving over to the zone that we have in front of us. But honestly, that's a pretty big duck. Let's go ahead and take that down before it gets away. There we go. Take that down and real quickly run over here to make sure we didn't spook these guys off. Well, I'm not seeing any whitetail over here, so I'm guessing the herd that we heard call is probably the ones that were heading over to that zone, so we'll kind of wait here for a second, see if we see anything, and if not, we'll move on. And sure enough, that is a whitetail doe right there. But the question is, does she have any bucks with her? I guess we'll see shortly. But in the meantime, let's pick this little duck up if it'll stop running away from us. This one should be a pretty decent one, and yeah, 1820. It is a gold, so not bad at all. Yeah, once again, we are currently at 1329, which is about an hour after most whitetail would be at their zones, and I just got a call from one over here, which means they're still in the process of getting to their zone. It's definitely strange the way the whitetail have been acting recently, but this guy's giving us a shot, so let's go ahead and take it. And honestly, I think he was the only one up here. I don't see any others. Here's this little guy, and it does look like there was some more tracks, so let's go pick these up and see if it was actually another whitetail deer. It was, but it was just a doe, so not really that important. However, that's a 70 to 85 buck track, and so is that, so definitely some more bucks in this area, and we might need to try and figure out where this herd actually went to. Oh, well, we just got a call from one, so I guess that answers that question. Well, I have absolutely no idea where that herd ended up going, so I decided to move on, but we did find 3 bucks right here, so we'll prioritize that one, and if we can, we'll try to get the third one too. Let's go ahead and get these guys down. See if we can get him too. And yeah, that looks good. There actually was one more doe that we didn't see, so maybe if we're lucky there was another buck in the brush that we'll get to take a shot at. It's not looking like it though, so let's go ahead and check the other zone and see if there's anything over here. And sure enough, there's a buck right there. That's not actually where they typically are, and it looks like he is traveling, so we might have actually caught a buck going to a different zone. But that's a really interesting one. It's got really short tines. I'm very curious to see what that guy's gonna look like up close. So here's the cool looking buck that we took out last. I'm very curious to see what he's gonna be like. And yeah, that's kind of a nice looking whitetail. Honestly, this is better looking than a lot of them. I just kind of wish that the beams didn't curl upwards like that. If they were a little more level with the rest of the antler, I think it would look better, but still a solid looking deer. Alright, so here's one of the two decent sized ones, 191.60. Not a bad buck, that's a good scoring one. It's really close to gold rating, and so is that one. That one was actually just below gold. So not too bad, we got a few decent bucks down. Now this last one we did not get him as close as the other two. This guy ran a little ways, but we at least got vitals on him, so he did go down relatively quick. But this one's much smaller than the other two, so not really gonna spend too much time on him. Well, we just found a brand new herd here at Balmont Lake, so let's go ahead and take a couple of these down. This is actually a pretty decent buck, so I'm excited to see what he's gonna score once we get him on the ground. So let's just do that. You know, I think we may have actually got all three. That one's definitely not hit good, but he's still hit. And yeah, that'll definitely do the trick there. I'm actually kind of impressed that we even made that shot. So that's 3 bucks down. Not bad. Now, typically I would just jump on the ATV and drive over there to pick those guys up, but I kind of want to see what else is around this lake since it's been a long time since I've gone to this side of the lake, so possibly we could even have some whitetail over there. I guess we'll find out shortly. Oh, there's actually some elk right here. I don't know if we're going to get a shot off on them. And we're definitely not going to be able to, but it looks like we do have a zone for elk right here, and I also saw some blacktail, so this is going to be one of those opportunities to where we could probably work on quite a few different species for respawns at once, just because there's so many feeding and resting zones in the area. So this is going to be a good place to do that. And just like that, we got ourselves another blacktail deer right here. Let's go ahead and get him down, since he is kind of on the way to where we're trying to get to. And that is such a strange position to die in. I don't think I've ever seen a deer die that way. Let's go ahead and stomp that grass down to get a really awesome trophy shot. That is just majestic. I really don't know what else to say. That is just... that is thumbnail worthy, honestly. I think this is gonna end up being a stream thumbnail at some point. That's too good. There we go, 137.5, and we just got a call from somewhere. I kinda wanted to see what that was, but we got out too late. Alright, so we're at about the end of drink time, so we're probably gonna just run to the next good spot after we claim these guys, because I still want to get to this spot right here in Runaki, and then also this location right here. The second one that I just showed actually ends at 15:30, so we're okay there, but the Runaki one I need to get to really quickly because it ends at 15, so we'll see if we make it in time. I think we probably will be slightly late, but we'll probably be able to catch them on their way out. But anyway, here are these whitetail deer right here. I'm actually curious what the big one is going to score because he was a pretty decent sized one. I believe this is him right here, and yes, it is 218.50. That's not a bad buck. Not too bad at all. Best one of the day, but not a giant by any means. And that right there is a solid looking silver. Very nice. This last one right here was pretty tiny, so not gonna worry about him too much. Just 110.10. Okay, so we did make it here in time. That's good. Now, question is, can we get to the tripod stand before they start leaving? We've got at least one buck here, so we'll at least be able to take one guy out. Yeah, it looks like he is for sure the only buck there, so we're probably still waiting for respawns on the rest. Last time I was here, we killed like 5 or 6 bucks, I think, so we will see what we get in respawns in a couple runs. Hopefully there will be more than just one, and oh, actually there's a second one there. And we got him. Nice. Alright, so this is the one that we ended up shooting second, I do believe. And yeah, we spine shot him. That explains why he dropped on the spot. Kind of figured that might have been the case, but I was hoping it was just double lung, but this guy right here is the first one that we took out. 162.80. Pretty small buck, but still another one towards the grind. Well, it looks like I got to the zone a bit late, which is a little unfortunate, but that is going to be the end of that run. But I do actually have one clip that I would like to show you guys from one of the recent live streams where we actually did find our first level 3 of the grind. So let's go ahead and just jump into that. There we go. Level 3 whitetail. 245 to 286 on the estimate. Let's go. There we go, finally. It's about time we find something good this stream. Level 3 whitetail. And I think that is the smaller rack, unfortunately, but either way, that is awesome. Let's try to get his attention real quickly. We actually did spook him off, it looks like, too, because he's nervous currently. Okay, we got his attention. Let's get down. Make sure we get a good aim on him. And there we go. We got him down. Level 3 whitetail. That's awesome. We're finally going to get our first look at what these whitetail look like in-game. Because for those of you that are on console and haven't got this patch yet, they completely changed the whitetail deer. The antlers are a lot smaller than they used to be. Diamond score is now 255 instead of 276. And as far as I can tell, the big ones that scored like 280s don't really spawn anymore, so it seems 260s are gonna be the big ones now. So let's see. Let's see what this guy scores. This does appear to be one of the smaller ones, though. I've seen some screenshots of the 250s scoring whitetail, and this guy looks to be one of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's either a troll or just barely above diamond. But that's so cool that we finally got our first level 3 since starting this Great One grind back up. Anyway, let's go ahead and claim it. Let's see what this guy scores. It's just a gold, 252. That's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. We'll tax it anyway, as a placeholder. But man, that's unfortunate. I'm curious what dropped the score on this guy. It's a completely symmetrical one, so it's gonna be hard to tell. But yeah, that's wild. That is awesome. Too bad that it was a troll, but still really, really cool. Oh wow. That's actually a big buck too. We could potentially have maybe a diamond level 2. I don't know if those are a thing anymore, but that's a big buck right there. That's a really big level 2 right there. Well, we're gonna wait for this guy to get closer and then get a good shot on him. Want to make sure we get a good one. Alright, so we are pretty close to this guy now. I think we will get a shot into him. Looked to be good. Let's hope this guy is another monster whitetail. He's at least in the 230s based off that estimate. So I'd say there's a chance it'll be close to diamond. Will this guy actually score higher, or will he be very similar? 238.80. I mean, he's not quite as big as the level 3, but that's still a really good one. Alright everybody, so now that you guys have seen the video, here is that level 3 whitetail deer. Still sad that he trolled, but honestly he's still a decent looking buck, so at least we got something pretty early on in our grind. I don't think we even had killed 100 whitetail by the time we actually found this guy, so that's not bad at all. That's definitely not bad at all. Now, hopefully we can get something good out of this grind. As you guys have seen the last couple times that we've done grinding for the Great One, we haven't really got any giant rares or anything like that. A lot of diamonds, but no big rares and no Great Ones, so hopefully this grind will be different. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. We're not going to spend too much time in the Trophy Lodge because this is the only guy that we have to show off. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment. It's a massive help in determining how this video actually does in YouTube's algorithms. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!